most people who are maybe are new here, they don't have a clue about us yet. They're just getting to know us. I'm a short-term trader. I am the shortest term trader there is. I trade on minutes and sometimes seconds. And I teach people how to read the basic foundation. And we have a course, the Huddle Knots course, that we now have an online self-paced course that will teach you the basics. We'll teach you how to read the charts and get your foundation, and then you can go on and you can join Nico and you can join Marius in the long term. Everybody knows I can't long term hold anything. Okay. I leave the big money to Marius. Okay. So he owns half of my money. Everybody knows that we're married. So the way marriages work is 50-50, right? So he's got our money tied up in long term trades. Well, as a wife and a woman that is involved in crypto, I have to know what's going on with my husband's investments. Now, over the years, he has been investing in Theta and T Fuel. Everybody knows he talks about Theta and T Fuel all the time. And I have been just listening and watching the price go up and down and up and down and wondering, why does Marius like Theta? Why does he like T Fuel? What is about these coins? So I decided this week that I needed to do my own research because I own half the money that Marius has invested in these. I better know about these coins. So these are just some of our portfolio, but I thought, let's get into, I bet a lot of people don't really know about Theta or T Fuel and what these coins are about. So I'm going to give you a special edition from Bitcoin Trend and Forecast, and I'm going to teach you about Theta and T Fuel. So you know about these coins because they're long-term investments and why that we have coins in these. So it was a mission that I was on personally, but I wanted to bring it to long-term trading. So I've put together a nice little presentation for you and hopefully add some value to you on your portfolio if you are invested in Theta and T Fuel and why these coins, what they're about actually, and are they good investments? I'm not going to tell you they're good investments or not. I'm just going to show you what these coins, what the background is on them and why I feel much better about both of these coins because of the fact I did my own research and I dug deep into the Theta and the T Fuel. And I know what we're investing in now and that they have strong backgrounds to them. So I just want to bring that to you today. So what is Theta token and T Fuel? So basically what you need to understand is that these tokens are involved in the video and industry. Theta token itself is the governance token of the Theta network. It's used for staking and participating in network governance and contributing to the consensus mechanism, while T Fuel, which Marius talks about both of these coins together, Theta is actually the governance and staking token of Theta's network. And they have a dual system that works together. The total supply of the Theta token is 1 billion. Okay. Now, T Fuel is kind of like the gas token of Theta. So T Fuel is the operation token. So you know the difference between the two. The utility token for network transactions used like gas fees, like Ethereum, and Ethereum uses gas fees to run on the Ethereum blockchain. But T Fuel runs the Theta network. Now, it doesn't have a total market supply. Okay, it interacts as the gas token and it doesn't have a supply because it's dynamically created and burned depending upon the network activity. So just remember that Theta transactions require T Fuel to send or swap the gas token. So you got to have both of them, or you got to have the T Fuel to move the Theta. So that's what you need to know the difference about the two. Now, Theta Network is about decentralizing video streaming infrastructure, reducing video delivery costs, and improving streaming quality. Now, if you're into the AI technology and everything that's going on in gaming and video streaming and chatbots and everything else, this is where the strength of Theta lies. So it's leveraging blockchain technology to enable users to share bandwidth and computing resources, which creates peer-to-peer video streaming. Okay. This network also supports edge computing for AI tasks. This is the wave of the future. So this is the strength of Theta and T-Fuel. They also have the Theta Edge node. Okay, this now supports deep learning into the AI tasks for media, entertainment, and medical platforms as well. So I was very intrigued to find out as much as I did, and all that lies behind. Now, most of these screenshots that you're going to be seeing in this coming slide presentation are kind of difficult to read, but you can go to the websites and you can find it and get some more detail as we go. But let's get a little bit digging deeper into Theta and T-Fuel. Theta Network is the leading blockchain decentralized cloud for AI, media, and entertainment. That's what the purpose and the background is behind Theta and T-Fuel. Theta Network is a dual network consisting of two complementary subsystems, the Theta blockchain and the Theta Edge network. Okay, the Theta blockchain provides payment, reward, and smart contract capabilities, while the Edge network provides vast amounts of GPU compute power for AI, video rendering, and other tasks. So video rendering is a big part of Theta. The Theta Edge Cloud, you need to know about that. They just launched it last year in 2024. It's the very first hybrid cloud edge AI computing platform that's powered by the Theta Edge network with over 10,000 active global nodes. This is a big, big platform. So you need to understand about the Theta Edge Cloud dashboard, which is what they have. It's a user-facing dashboard made for developers and customers to access the Theta Edge Cloud. The Theta blockchain supports smart contracts and is fully compatible with the Ethereum blockchain. Okay, so you need to know it's kind of married up with Ethereum, which makes it very easy for people to get into because the Ethereum network has been around for quite some time. So now a lot of people don't know what I mean by EVM, so I thought I'd put that in there. The Ethereum virtual machine, and when you hear about EVM, is a decentralized computation engine that executes these smart contracts on the Ethereum network. So Theta is an EVM which supports and enables a wide range of interesting Web3 applications to be built on the Theta network. So they're very, very advanced and moving forward into the future. Now, remember, Theta and T-Fuel are long-term investments. Okay, but this is what you need to know about why it's a long-term hold and that it's not going away anytime soon. These are very strong tokens, and you need to know why. Okay, so interesting partnerships with Theta and T-Fuel. Theta's enterprise validator and governance council is led by Google, Samsung, Sony, creative artist agencies, Binance, Blockchain Ventures, DHBC, Gumi, and other global leaders. Theta has partnered with leading entertainment brands, including Lionsgate, MGM, which has been around for a long time, Katy Perry, American Idol, The Price is Right, Taste of Home, and there's a whole bunch more. Popular platforms utilizing Theta's Web3 infrastructure include Medicane's Film 3 Festival, Fuse TV, Con TV, Anime, WPT, Pet Collective, Fail Army, and other OTT streaming services. So a lot of the streaming services are getting into the IA technology, and they're moving into and utilizing the Theta blockchain and the Theta token, which the T-Fuel, you have to have T-Fuel to move Theta. So that's why Marius has always been talking about both of them. Okay, so what is the Theta network's purpose? The positive thing that you need to know about it is they keep up with the articles, the Theta website. I've put it on this presentation for you, so you can go check out the thetatoken.org website. But they keep the articles up to date. I found this was very interesting because, a lot of people don't keep their websites up to date with blogs or articles or things that they're doing within their companies. But I found 5 articles that were posted this month alone in March 2025 to read. So they're recent news. You can see here, I've put it here. If you want to go read those articles, this one was March 18th, 2025. So they keep up to date with what's going on within their platforms and their ecosystem. And you can see that what's going on, they keep you all up to date, but 5 articles alone just this month. So that tells me that they're engaged, they're active, and they're moving forward. Also, they have what's called a Theta Edge Cloud. Now, I put the link there as well for you. This empowers AI teams with GPU price to performance. Now, this was a really cool website because you can try the live demo here. You can upload videos, you can start working with them, and you can see how Theta actually works. Now, this is for Theta videos. And you can, and it's all decentralized, which is really, really cool. They also are very open and honest by putting their monthly cost. So if you are somebody that wants to utilize the Theta platform, you can see what their cost is, and they're what I consider fairly reasonable for using video capabilities on their systems and their platforms. Okay, so they're open and honest about that. Now, Theta Enterprises has AI technology partners. Now, these are big people. Okay, so I put these on here. We've got Google, AWS, Microsoft, Case, this university. You can see all of these other ones here that are on here that I discussed earlier, and I'm just putting them on there. But here's 3 of them in particular you need to know about because they're very engaged with Theta. And these are the enterprise systems that are engaged as partners. So the World Poker Tour is excited to fully integrate the Theta Network peer-to-peer streaming infrastructure into our new Theta Power Chain on WPT, which is the World Poker Tour. Okay, and provide millions of global fans with a superior viewer experience. This came from the CEO of the World Poker Tour. We view this as a strategic long-term opportunity in the industry, and we believe it will continue to add additional user growth. Okay. Synodium's Senior Vice President of Products and Technology, Tony Hudor, said that the company views the partnership with Theta as a long-term strategic opportunity. It's a key differentiator in the industry, and they believe that it will contribute to sustained viewer growth and user engagement in the premium OTT segment. Okay, we're thrilled to expand our relationship with Theta across multiple fronts with this new partnership, said the Chief Business Officer of Trusted Media Brands. So they are working with this decentralized video infrastructure and blockchain technology, and they're excited to partner with them to bring digital collective products. Now, Fail Army and Pet Collectibles get into their NFT area. So they have expanded out as well. So let's get into the NFT marketplace. They have lots of partners here, as you can see. These are just the ones that I've taken off of the platform, who they partner with. You can like dig in a little bit more into the website yourself. But their biggest ones were the Secret Pineapple Society. I thought that was pretty cool. NFTs by the Rare Robot. So if you're into the NFT marketplaces, this was the first generative NFT collection on the Theta network, and they had 8,888 unique avatars, and they sold out. This is big because they have a lot of people that own these NFTs. Owning a secret pineapple unlocks exclusive membership perks and access to the members only grove. And if you want to know, I just pulled this up too. What did these NFTs sell for? A lot of these sold for around $45,000. 40, 35,000, 35,000, 35,000. So the NFTs were sold at a premium price. So just know that there are a lot of people involved in the Theta Drop NFT marketplace and the Secret Society network that's involved with that. Theta also has the Mainnet 4.0 mega chain. This is where you get into the Web3 businesses that need to meet the needs that they have on their video platforms, ticketing companies, meta universes. This is all involving in decentralized models across the board with Theta Mainnet. This is where they brought that in. So they say that each Web3 business that is being created can have their own subchain, which is highly customizable. And you can see here that this is also on their website. If you dig further into the meta chain, you can see where they do these videos and what they have going on, and you can read the white paper as well. Okay, the ecosystem is huge for this token. They've got the Theta wallet chains. You can see the atomic wallets. They partner with MetaMask. You can just goes on and on. Exodus Trust Wallet, the Theta Drop, Bolt Swap. They're very integrated into all of these particular ecosystems that are noted here. And I thought that was a pretty nice group of them. And it goes on and on. I couldn't even fit it on one page. So you can see and you can pull these off as well. There are different NFTs in the ecosystem that they have. They also are a very strong token on many trading platforms. Anybody knows that if you go to launch your token, it's very expensive to do listing fees and to get listed on every single exchange. These are who they partner with. As you know, they've got Binance USH, Gate.io, KuCoin, Bitfinex. They are located on a lot of these. Now, I pulled this off of their website as well, OKX, as well as Gate.io and Corbit. A lot of these things you can be able to buy Theta and T Fuel. Now, some of this may have changed because they do change different exchanges, but they're on more than one platform. If you want to see where you can locate Theta or T Fuel, you can get them on CoinMarketCap. You can see all the exchanges. Now, the one thing that I thought was really, really positive was that Theta and T Fuel have a roadmap for 2025, and they're very detailed on their roadmap. They have a very clear vision and mapping outlined fully. I know it's really hard to read on these screens, but I just want to let you know they have the first half of 2025 with a clear vision on their edge cloud, what's going on in all of the development areas, the adoption in key industries. Then they move into the second half of 2025 with AI technologies and where they're going with their T drops and everything else. I also pulled in the information on their main chain. This is huge as well. So their Theta main chain, this actually shows, if you want to see, the blocks in the transactions and the staking. So you can see here the Theta nodes that are running. You can also see the main chain transactions. You can see the Theta price as it's going. They know exactly what's going on with this token at all times. And you can see all of the detailed information. You can see the circulating supply, total nodes that are running, if that's interest to you, and the dApps on the Theta main chain network. So they're very, very open with all of this information on their website. Now, getting into the Theta team. I'm trying not to get this too long for Marius. Okay, but they show their team. This is really important when you're digging into a token and you're investing in a particular token for the long haul. You want to know who's behind the team. So they are very experienced people, executives from anywhere from the Salesforce, from Netflix, Amazon, Samsung. They've got great backgrounds from Google. And you can see here that Theta is led by CEO Mitch Liu. He's co-founder of a lot of different things and a lot of different other companies that he brings a dozen patents into AI, blockchain, video, digital right management, and more. And they don't mind showing their faces, and they don't mind showing the detail on the team as well. But you can see here, I even went into the social media platform, and they are in lots of different conferences. So the next conference, their Theta World Tour is in Paris. So that's coming up in April. So they're constantly meeting out there. They're constantly getting out into the public eye, and they are very, very visual, especially with everything they've got going on. This was another concern for me as well, was are they out there on social media? Well, their social media presence is huge, as you can see. They have a Linktree account, and they are on almost everything. So they are out there. They are front and center. They're not just some little bitty company that's going away. And this made me feel really good about the investment that we have our personal selves within these tokens. They have a generative AI showcase text-to-text imaging, text-to-video, chatbots. This is all on their edge cloud. And this is where I'm going to end the presentation because they're even going into the gaming services, the rendering. It's coming soon on their website, but you can see what kind of things that you can do on the edge cloud by demoing it, by going into the edge cloud itself. And they let you know that here you can develop, you can get into the AI applications and see what you can do on that ThetaNet cloud. So hopefully after this presentation now that you've enjoyed this special edition report from Long-Term Reports by Marius and its complement to Bitcoin Trend and Forecast. But again, the disclaimer is we're not promoting this token. We're just letting you know because a lot of people are invested in this token because we don't give trading advice but on your investments. But this is one reason why you should do your own research and see before you invest in any token at all that you understand what's backed behind it. But a lot of people here in long term are in the long term haul with Theta and T Fuel, and you need to know the strength of those tokens because I needed to know them. I needed to understand why Marius is investing our money into them. And, he is in it for the long haul. So I feel much more comfortable knowing that I did my own research and I wanted to share it with you. So back over to you, Marius, if you want to talk about Theta and T-Fuel. Okay.
Sure,
and thanks
that was
for listening.
excellent presentation there. It's, that was really eye-opening when the